Alright, in this video we're going to be learning how to calculate gratuity. Gratuity is defined as a gift of money in return for a service, such as moving furniture, changing a tire, waiter, waitress, etc. Alright, so gratuity is another word for tip, and where you've seen tip in real life is in restaurants. You know, you're going out to eat with your family. Your parents or whoever is paying usually would leave a little bit more than what the actual bill is. That is called a tip, and that goes to the waitresses and waiters. If you're getting your nails done, or you're going to the barber, or you're getting a haircut at the hair salon, you know, your haircut is $20, you give them 25. That $5 is a tip. All right. So we're going to be doing the do together first. Do together says, a group of 4 friends went to a restaurant. The bill came to a total of $75. If a gratuity of 20% is added to the bill, how much would each person pay if the bill was split evenly? Okay, so the first thing that we're going to start with is a picture. Now, if you remember from the commissions video, in any percent picture, we start with a 100%, which is our original total. So here's my box. This is the original total, which is 100%. And in this case, if going back to the question, it says the bill came out to a total of $75. This means that my original total is $75. Next part says, if a gratuity of 20% is added to the bill, right? Adding to the bill. It's not like commission. If you remember commission, when we drew the picture, we had 100%. We get a piece of that 100%. If you remember from class, we compared it to a candy bar. You get a piece of the candy bar. That is commission. Now, in this case, we are adding 20%. So here's what that would look like. We're adding 20%. This is our tip or gratuity. And in conclusion, this whole thing is 120%. Alright, so step 2 is to calculate what this 20% tip actually is. We're going to do that using a proportion. Oops. Alright, so we could use any method really, but I'm going to use a proportion. So if you remember how we set up our proportion, is what you know equals what we want to know. And remember, we have to keep our units in the correct place. So I'm going to write that here to help me out. Alright, so the first thing we know is that the original bill is $75. That means $75 is our 100%. Alright, so I have $75 over 100. This is going to equal what we want to know. We want to know what 20% tip is. So we don't know that. We're going to put X over 20%. Alright, double check the unit. $75. Original bill, that's over 100%, equals X dollars over 20%. Good. Alright, so cross multiply. 75 times 20, that's 1500, equals 100x. Divided by 100 on both sides. And we get X equals $15. So that is my gratuity. Now I could calculate this, by taking 20%, convert it into a decimal, which is 0.2, and I could just multiply that to 75. I would still get $15. All right. So that's how we calculate our tip. Now, step 3, we need to find what the bill came out to be after tip. Well, if the original bill is $75, right? So we have the original bill, that's $75. And to get our final total, we have to add the tip, and we found that to be $15. So therefore, in total, we're going to have $90. That is the total bill. All right, so if the question was asking for the total after tip was added, my answer would be $90. I could stop here. If the question was just simply asking me how much tip am I leaving at the table, I could have stopped at step 2, which was $15. However, in this case, the question is asking us how much would each person pay if the bill was split evenly. All right, so that means we have to take our total bill, remember we found that to be 90, and divide it by the number of people who are going out for dinner. In this case, we have 4 friends, so we have to take $90 divided by 4 people, and we get $22.50 each. All right, so 4 friends at the table, each of them are paying $22.50, and we're done. All right, if it said, for example, Michael and 2 friends, that would be 3 people at the table. Michael and 5 friends, that would be 6 people at the table. A group of 4 friends is 4 friends. All right, so thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next couple of videos.